morning, everybody, or afternoon. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take off in November with a different challenge. I'm going to call these November challenges. And the way it's going to work is we're always going to do the fitness first, then we're going to go yoga, and then we'll do a little bit mindfulness. Now the fitness that we're going to do is going to be called this thing called Tabata. For those of you who worked out with me in the spring, I did a lot of Tabata. I really love it. It's a good way to go ahead and get a really great workout without, going to your max. Okay, speaking of which, if you remember, we are using the Borg scale of perceived exertion, which means you are feeling in your body, which is a mindfulness thing. You're feeling in your body how your body perceives the effort that you're doing. Okay, now remember, what we want to do is to work out to an area that's kind of somewhat hard. We don't get a whole lot of value if we work out here. That's okay if you're just taking a nice leisurely walk, but we don't want to go ahead and do that when we're working out. Nor do we want to go ahead and do a full all-out sprint. That's not good for our body either. That kind of hurts our body. If you do that too much, not a once in a while sprint. If you do exercise for too long, it's really not really good for your body. The appropriate amount, the certain kind of exercise, and the right kind of effort is perfect for our body. That's what I'm trying to get you to realize. So we're going to try to do that. And all the while, if you remember, we talked about the Bahira choice point. And that's what we're working on in November as well. Where is that point where you feel like, well, this is it's pretty hard, and I'm going to push through it. Okay, it's that space where you're challenged and must make a choice whether do I keep going or do I stop. Okay, and you can do this in anything, homework, musical instruments, relationships, anything like that. Okay, so that's our goal. So we'll do a little Tabata, and then we'll slow our heart rate down with a little sun salutation and maybe a couple extra little yoga moves. And then I'll even want to challenge your Bahira point with probably a minute or so of mindfulness meditation, just sitting and meditating. Okay, got the idea? So the way that we do the Tabata is we're going to do 30 seconds of an exercise, and then we're going to rest for 15. Then we'll do a different exercise for 30 and rest for 15. Then we'll do a different one and then rest, a different one and rest. And once we do all four, then we're going to repeat it again. Okay? So the idea is when you do your exercise, your heart rate goes up because it's pretty challenging depending on how hard you work. And then it goes up, and then you do some rest and it goes down. And then it goes up again when you exercise, and then it goes down. But what you'll see is instead of your heart rate going up and then all the way down, it doesn't do that. It goes up, and then we rest, it goes down a little, and then we exercise again, and then it goes down, but not even as much. And then it goes up and another one, and it goes down. So pretty soon you're getting this kind of like wave, you're exercising, and it's like kind of like that. If we would draw it on a kind of a graph. Okay, got it? So let's get started. Let's start with a plank first, and then we're going to do a squat jump. Sometimes maybe we'll do a burpee. Sometimes maybe we'll do a sumo sit. Then we're going to do some sit-ups and then some jumping jacks. So let's start at 4:30, and let's get in a plank position, and we'll just hold it for 30 seconds. Okay, I hope you can see this. I'll let you know when it's over. Ready? Get on your elbows. Ready? Go. Get your hips up and just hold for 30 seconds. I'll give you an idea when 15 is up and then when the 30 is up. Okay, so that's 15. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're resting. That was pretty easy. So let's do something a little bit harder. Let's go into a squat jump. If you remember what that is, we're getting a squat and we just jump up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Squat, jump, squat, jump. Okay, that's 15, another 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, let's get ready for some core, which is stomach, some core training, and I'd like to just do the V sit. Okay, sit down, 3, 2, 1, legs up, point your toes. I can't remember where we started. So let's hold it for another 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Okay, come on up. Okay, we're going to do jumping jacks for 30 seconds, and that'll complete our first set. And then we're going to repeat it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, done. Okay, so that completed the 4 different exercises. And now we're going to do them again. They'll get a little bit harder. We're going to do a plank walk this time. So get in a plank on your elbows and then up, go. Get up to a plank on your hands. Elbows to your hands. Got it? Elbows to your hands. Called a plank walk. Elbow, hands. Elbow, hands. 15 more seconds. Elbows to your hands. Last one. Okay, good. All right. Let's do a little rest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a squat or a sumo sit. You can do either sumo sit or squat jumps. Ready, get set, go. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, on the mat. Get ready for some sit-ups. Hook your legs underneath something. Knees bent. Arms crossed. Ready, get, sit, and go. You don't have to go fast. You can go nice and slow. As a matter of fact, why don't you go very slow? See how slow you can go. This will be a slow curl up. Matter of fact, don't even go all the way up. Go about halfway up and not quite all the way to the ground. So don't rest on the ground. Got it? So curl up to about halfway and curl back down to almost to the mat. 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay. Whew. Good job. Jumping jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. After this, we're going to do some yoga. We'll do a couple sun salutations, a couple extra yoga exercises, and then a sitting mindfulness practice, and done. Okay, ready? 5, 3, 2, and done. Excellent. Okay, reach up, breathe in, down, touch your toes, touch your knees, and touch your toes again. Go to a plank, down to the mat, up to cobra, down to the mat, up to downward facing dog. Step up into your hands, touch your knees, touch your toes, breathe in and down. Mountain pose, ready up, breathe in, dive down, touch your toes, touch your knees, touch your toes, to a plank, down to the mat, reach up to cobra, down to the mat, up to downward facing dog. Okay, walk up, your feet in between your hands, touch your toes, touch your knees, touch your toes, reach up, mountain pose, and done. Excellent. Okay, let's do a couple more. Tree pose. You might need something to hold on to because this requires a lot of balance. Okay, let's go the other leg. Good. Okay, now this one, I'm pretty sure you'll need something to balance. So grab something, grab your knee or your ankle. Uh-oh. I could use something to hold on to. Okay, and then stretch out. Put your ankle towards your buttocks, your backside. Okay, just having a little trouble there with that balance. Okay, let's do the other leg. Maybe I did it too quick. And the more that you pull, the more you'll feel that stretch. Okay, good. Okay, let's end it with warrior 1 and 2. So lunge forward, and with your hips, move them with your belly button towards your knee, and reach up. And then like this. Okay, let's go the other leg. Lunge forward, hips towards your knee, belly button towards the knee, reach up. Strong pose. Very good. Okay, you are in luck because we do have some time to do a mindfulness sit. So let's get comfortable. Let's just take a couple breaths. I will talk you through how I want you to go ahead and do the mindfulness. Okay, if you're comfortable closing your eyes, then you'll go ahead and do that when we start. If not, just kind of like have your gaze go down towards your toes. Okay, I like to go like this, or sometimes I put my hands on my knees. Back is pretty straight and doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Okay, so remember what we'll do is we're going to focus on the breath, although you could focus on any number of things. If we had I don't know if there was some sound, or even if there's no sound, you can just, let's do that. Let's just listen to what's going on around us. Okay? There might be nothing, and that's okay. It could be somebody is doing something outside, and your focus is going to go to that. If there's nothing outside and it's completely quiet where you are, which is probably unlikely, then you can just sit in that silence. Now, what's going to happen is your mind, which is always thinking, is going to drift off. So as you drift off in a thought, and as you become aware that you're not concentrating on the sounds in the room, you're going to come back to the sound. Okay? So it's a little bit more difficult. Let's just try this let's go for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Okay? See if you can do it. It's going to be pretty hard, and you're going to reach your Bahira point. You might want to say this is silly and stop, but see if you can go and keep doing it. Ready? Focus on the noise or lack of noise in the room. Okay, slowly open your eyes. Okay, so was that harder to do than focusing on the breath? Because they're all good. Okay, each of those in mindfulness is having you work on your ability to concentrate and focus. And believe it or not, the way that it gets strengthened is you are focusing on something, and then you drift away in a thought, and then next thing you do is you have a thought, well, I'm not focusing. So you come back to the breath or to a sound or whatever it might be. Okay? It's as simple as that. All right, so let's stop there today. And you did a great job. See you later.